Hey everybody, CW here, Card Wolf, because I'm always on the hunt for great cards. Today is Thursday, and that is Anything Can Happen Day, and today we are doing another mail day. We had a mail day on Monday where I opened some awesome cards and a great photo from Julie Searle. She sent me a photo of Memorial Stadium, the Orioles' original stadium in Baltimore, which is no more. It was torn down many years ago, and it's probably the stadium I have seen the most baseball games in for sure, and it was an awesome photo and awesome cards too from Jules. But today I've got some online purchases that I wanted to get into. I've been kind of just chomping at the bit to get into these, and I thought I'm going to do that today so that I can enjoy these cards and see how they are. I've got three packages here, and I think it's, if I'm remembering, if I have this right, and I may not, but if I have it right, I think it's three different cards. So we will look at these together and hope that they are what I think they are and all of that. First one is an Orioles card, I believe, if I have this right. I've got my scissors here to get into these. I believe this is an Orioles card. It's one that I've wanted to add to my PC for a long time, and it's kind of a hard card to find. It's a high number from the 1972 set, and this is a graded card. I don't buy a lot of graded cards. You guys know I'm not that into grading, but it seemed like the only way I was going to get this card in nice condition was to get a graded copy of it, because been looking for a nice copy of this card for years, and all of the copies I see come up, they just have some issue with them. They're often off-centered, which is pretty common for a lot of high numbers from the 1972 top set, but there's always some issue with them, and this one, it was on auction, and it's a PSA 9, and I could not resist. It's a 1972 Paul Blair. If you follow the channel, you know Paul Blair is one of my favorite players from back in those days. A great center fielder for the Orioles. You can't really see it that well in this sleeve that the seller put it in, which was very thoughtful of them. I have no complaints about them doing that, but the sleeve has gotten kind of, I don't know, it's sort of gotten creased and bent and whatnot, so if I can get it out of here, which is proving difficult, we'll get it out of there and have a better look at it. Here we go. 1972 Topps Paul Blair. It is a high number. As you can see, it is number 660, and this is a 9, and it looks in just wonderful shape. I was really pleased with this. The centering on this is fantastic. The color is great, nice sharp image of the player, and as you can see, the back is really nicely centered too. Really just a nice all-around card. I didn't really see any issues with this card when I looked at it online. They had close-ups of the corners and things, and I didn't see any issues with it, so I felt pretty good buying it. I'm going to grab one of Ryan's card stands here. Once again, thank you to Ryan at Bucks in 6 for sending me these homemade fantastic card stands. I'm going to just put it up there for right now. Love that card. Really, really happy to get that. The colors are awesome on that. That's another thing you often see on older cards is the colors have faded or they're off in some way. This one, it really pops. It's just beautiful. Love that card. Really excited about having that in my PC, and got it for a really nice price. As I said, on auction, a lot of times you see cards like that and they only get posted on Buy It Nows, and so you kind of are at the mercy of the seller setting the price, where I would rather kind of pay what I want to pay for the card rather than what they think I should pay, if you know what I mean. All right, so what is this I am opening here? I actually thought this was a single card, but it is not a single card. It is a bunch of cards. This is not the package I thought it was, but it is one I'm excited to open just the same. These were Walmart exclusive inserts in, I believe, the 2007 Topps baseball set. Well, he's got these really wrapped in here. All right, here we go. I can get into these for you. And this was, I believe, the majority of them that were released. And as you can see here, as I go through these are all sort of in throwback designs, in different designs from Topps' history. You guys know I love that when Archives comes out. This was not an archive set. These were just insert cards in, I guess there were parallels or inserts in the regular Top set, and I did not have very many of these at all. When I saw a big lot of these come up. I couldn't resist. Got this on auction as well and for a very nice price. And I'm glad this is the package it is, actually. I'm more excited about this than the card I thought was in here. So you get to see a whole bunch of these. Start off with Frank Thomas on a sort of a Gaudi design here, which is really nice. It's even kind of got that, I don't know, that sort of painted look to it with the same kind of colors that you're used to seeing there. That is a sweet looking card. It's also glossy. You can see my camera pick up on that. And the backs of these are different as you go along as well. Mike Piazza on sort of an older, I guess that's kind of a Gaudi design too, actually. And Ivan Rodriguez, now that is a very old design. That looks like sort of a, I want to say an American caramel design there. That's a very old card as well. Big Papi, David Ortiz there for the Red Sox. And on Allen and Ginter design, David Wright from the Mets. We got Greg Maddux there during his time with the Padres. Greg Maddux looks as though he is feared to be on the field, and who can blame him in a Padres uniform? That's weird to see. We got, wow, that's a beautiful doubleheader there of Mickey Mantle. Wow, what a beautiful card that is. That is awesome. Again, these are inserts from the 2007 Topps set, I believe. Jose Reyes there on the 1965 design. The backs do not match the designs on the front, I'm noticing, and I'd kind of forgotten that. So that's a bit disappointing, but still, the fronts are just so cool. And some of these are just very unusual. This is... That is, I'm not sure what they're going for there. I don't recognize that particular design that they're using. John Smoltz on that one, and Jim Edmonds. Beautiful Jim Edmonds card, actually. That's a really nice one. I don't collect him, but that's a pretty cool card. Ryan Howard from the Phillies, looking delighted to be on a baseball card, as I think all players should. That's 1958 design there. And Cabrera and Delgado for us there. Beautiful card here. Miguel Tejada, I believe that's the 54 Bowman design. That is an awesome card. Great card to add to my Orioles collection, one I know I don't have, so that's a really nice add for me. Beautiful Ichiro card there on the DeLong template. That's a very tough card. The DeLong cards are very tough, and I think that they're very cool, and you don't really see them use that design anymore. I'm not sure who has the copyright on that design, but it's pretty cool. Topps used it for a little while for inserts and whatnot like this. Love that one. Ichiro, of course, just elected to the Hall of Fame, or just inducted, rather, is what I should say. Is that Pujols? Is that it is indeed. Beautiful Derek Jeter card on the Stadium Club design. Great looking card there. Love that. Vladdy Sr., and that is an old design for Topps as well. I believe that is a pre-1952 design for Topps, if I'm not mistaken. Ted Williams on the 1987 design. I feel like Topps just constantly finds a way to use the 1987 design. Somebody in the Topps design department thinks their 1987 design was the best design ever because they use it a whole lot. And it's a good design, but I think they could use a little more variety there. Joe Mauer, also not too recently inducted to the Hall of Fame, a year ago now. Another nice Mickey Mantle card there. I love this one. A 1970 template Mickey Mantle, and this 1970 template is much better than the one that they used for archives recently. You actually have the cursive writing down here, which is how it should be. And of course, Mickey Mantle did not have a 1970 card. The 1969 card was his last one after he retired, so that is a really cool card. I love that. Pedro Martinez with the Mets on the 1968 design there. I like that one a lot too. A-Rod, that's the 59 design for him. And another Ichiro, that's pretty sweet. Like the looks of that card as well. And Andrew Jones, just mentioned how seems to be a contingent of people who think he will be in the Hall of Fame next year. We'll find out about that. Manny Ramirez there, and a very old Gypsy Queen design. Wow, that is very unusual design. That is one that they definitely have not reprinted. Dan Ugla, who I only have a vague memory of, quite honestly, there. And that's Jake Peavy on a very old Topps design, 1979 design of Barry Bonds, and that is instantly one of my favorite Barry Bonds cards, just seeing that now. Holding it for the first time. I absolutely love that card. That is really cool. I'm not a Bonds collector at all. In fact, I don't like Barry Bonds, but that is a sweet card. Really like that one. Adam LaRoche on the 59 design, and Paul Konerko on the 1990 design there for the White Sox. Nice looking card there too, actually. Another player I do not collect, but pretty card. So there was a big lot of those. I couldn't resist because you know I love the throwback templates, really enjoy that. And there are definitely some keepers in there for me, some that I'm really excited to add to my PC. Not enough Orioles, no, I will say, but definitely some players that I PC and happy to get those. If there's something in there that you thought was really just amazing and you wish you could have it and you know I don't collect the player, you can always hit me up and ask for it. I'm always happy to send stuff out to you guys. You know that. So we'll get to our last bubble mailer here. The last thing we'll open today is this one. This is another one to add to a new player that I've been collecting recently. There are a few new ones that I've added, including Pete Alonso and this player, Jacob Wilson, is one as well, and he's been double bagged here. Wow, I wonder if I can get this one open without having to resort to the scissors. No, it doesn't look like it. Looks like I'll have to get into it that way. Paul Konerko looking at us there on that stack, and Jacob Wilson about to come out of this envelope. And this was one that I have been searching for a while. It's a beautiful card, and it's one that did not come up much. It's one that this is from COMC. You can see there. Check out my cards, and it's a pretty cool card. It's hard for me to get out of here though. I have to take this out carefully. That, and then still, man, they like double bagged it in here as well. Sorry for the delay. I haven't bought from COMC in a long time. I forgot that they encased their cards in so many layers of plastic. This is ridiculous. All right, here we go. Jacob Wilson, this is out of 76. You can see the numbering down there in the center of the card. It is a black bordered foil from this year's beautiful heritage set in the 1976 design. Really enjoy this design, and I've been looking for this card for a while. It finally came up on auction, and I was only too delighted to get a copy of this, get another card stand for this one for sure. So there you go. That's what we got today, and I'm pretty happy about that. I like everything we pulled out of here today. Like I said, I won't keep probably all of these as PC cards, these in this stack here, but there are quite a few of these that I will keep, and I'm very happy to add to the PC. This Paul Blair I've been looking for quite a while, honestly, so really very, very happy to have such a nice condition copy of that card. PSA 9. And this is an older holder too, and a lot of times that's something you look for with these. You see that old label on there. A lot of times the grades on cards with these older labels are not accurate by today's standards, but this one looked pretty accurate, and so I felt good about getting it. And in hand, I feel really good about it as well. It's just a beautiful card. Really happy with that. And the Jacob Wilson's awesome as well. Really like that one too. Jacob Wilson hasn't been doing as well over the last month or two, but he's still hitting above 300. Still seems like a pretty good lock for Rookie of the Year in the American League. But we'll see how the rest of the season goes. I think he has a lot of potential as a young player, and we'll be happy to add that to the PC. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing these cards, and I will be back tomorrow, of course, with Dorking with Dice. We do it here every Friday on the channel, and it is always a whole lot of fun. See if I can get the pack opening machine to help me out with that episode. We've been having a good time doing that lately. Hope you have a great rest of your Thursday, and I'll see you back here real soon. As always, happy collecting.